start recording now. Everybody say hi to Tilly.
Oh my god, Tilly,
Hi,
hi!
Tilly.
And also, eventually, when she gets here, hi, Junkie.
Hi, Junkie.
We'll see.
We'll see if she gets...
She's got 9 sessions, each, 3 hours long?
I was loving the live tweets I was getting about session 1, though.
Wait, can we see the live tweets? I want to see the live tweets.
Let's do that later, because it's already 7:17.
Oh,
I want to start,
because...
Yeah, because we had to wait because of my shitty internet, and now that I think I haven't dropped anymore, I would like to start.
Hell yeah.
Because I feel like if we get into Junkie's live tweets, there's a lot, which, that's fine. I love it. I think it's funny. But that's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let me get everything situated, and then we can start. I'm gonna also bring up the, music, because I've been told it is very low. Where's the master volume? Fuck. Dex, audio, here we go. Hold on. Real quick, can you guys talk a little bit so I have something to reference? Okay, we should be good. I'm bringing up the music because both Junkie and Tilly have, like, insinuated that the music's very low. Which, that's understandable, so I'm bringing it up. That way you guys can experience the beautiful soundtrack that I had to slave over and find. And by that, I mean looking at a royalty-free website and go, spooky music. Happy music. Spoopy happy music? And that was it. Okay, there's my notes. Alright. Once upon a time, the perfect heroine, the wise sage, and the false princess find themselves in a new day and a new predicament. The wise sage was forced to agree to a duel with his younger brother, Maddox, at dusk, and dreaded the encounter, not for his own safety, but for the safety of his brother, as his childhood toy had offered to help with the duel, or even worse, offered for Papa to help. In an attempt to stop the duel, the determined princess, the false princess, and the perfect heroine concocted a plan. They acquired a laxative from the doctor and slipped it into Maddox's tea, in which he had surprisingly drank with the help of the princess's spells that she had managed to acquire, and they had hoped that his upset stomach, and they were hoping that his upset stomach would cause him to cancel the duel. All the while, the wise sage continued his day job as a tailor as he helped Martha with her new dress. She revealed a very modest yet simple white spring dress, the best dress she could afford, and a gift from her mother. However, as they worked together, Martha revealed a few secrets to him. The man she wanted to impress at the Animal Pact magic test was in fact Summer, the man she considered a true Prince Charming. Along with that, though, she also revealed Maddox's true feelings for his brother. He greatly admires the great sage, the wise sage, but he has pushed him away, scared to further enrage the family that he was disowned by. When the time for the duel had come, the three gathered at the courtyard and waited, only for their opponent not to arrive on time. After waiting past curfew, the three finally saw Maddox, but something felt off. Wordlessly, without warning, he pulled out his spellbook and attacked the three with a scimitar. The three managed to succeed against him, but not in the way they expected. The perfect heroine manifests a weapon from her laptop created in the strange purple glow, glitching in and out of reality like the weapons themselves were coded into the world. The false princess secures the help of her sentient pen as it copies Maddox's spells, allowing the false princess to use his own magic against him, but at the cost of her own stamina. And the wise sage finally meets the creature who considers him his mother. Kuchipachi makes it onto the stage as it claws out of his pocket and attacks Madoc with a ferocious determination to protect the mother he knows. Victory came easily, but the companion opens its grotesque maw and tries to consume the wise sage's unconscious brother, only to be stopped by his master's command. As the companion slips back into its own pocket-sized realm, Thiessen notices them, and, drawn in by the commotion, helps the three bring Madoc to the infirmary, but not without the wise sage catching glimpses of the familiar but terrifying High Court Fae, who watches from the distance of the forest. As the three settle down into their rooms, shaken by their encounter, their story continues. Alright, so you three wake up, not just to the morning bell, but to Lucilia, your guys' servant, relaying a message from the doctor that Madoc have woken up, but is still in recovery. From what you're aware, he had experienced a few burns that should not scar him, but it seems like he's still pretty shaken by that. And before you guys probably all start classes, he would recommend checking in on Madoc.
All three of us gotta go?
Yeah, since you guys were the ones that dragged him in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see Madoc. I need to.
Be a funny brother. Don't show up.
My guilt.
I'm sure it won't create any more misunderstandings.
Oh, absolutely not. Never. What are you talking about?
For sure.
He's
Definitely.
never started any kind of miscommunication or conflict ever. Anyways, is there anything you guys would like to do before you see him?
I'm assuming going to class right after.
Probably. More likely than not, I would say, yeah.
Okay, I always like to say that after that encounter, I did add another log to my silly conspiracy board on my laptop.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And I want to go speak to Aster's brother today. That's the only thing Blair is planning.
Yeah, absolutely. He shares which class with you again? It's definitely not
tinkering.
Tinkering? Yes. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind as well. Is there anything else you guys plan to do throughout the day or before you guys go out?
Depending on how much time, Adalia's gonna start figuring out who the fuck that Kedris guy, Annette and Diana mentioned was last
Who?
time.
Who? Uh-oh. Veggie? Veggie? Yo, can you hear me? Oh no, my Wi-Fi cut out again, didn't it? Oh no. Oh man, it did! It did! Look at it! Look at the damn thing! Hold on. My Wi-Fi! Right, okay, for people who are listening, which is a total of Tilly and maybe later on Junkie, I need y'all to know, I was having issues with my Wi-Fi and I was waiting it out. And literally, we restarted, did all of the Wi-Fi, did everything. And this motherfucker waits because we waited at least half an hour. Oh, hello? Hello?
Hello?
I am.
Yeah, hi.
My Wi-Fi once again died.
Oh my god.
No, don't worry. We
Right
can hear
after
you that
we
time.
waited like 30 minutes. Y'all could hear me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I couldn't hear y'all.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
So I was saying Junkie, or not Junkie, Veggie, and I saw
no.
you lighting up, nothing.
That's not great.
I'm gonna have a mental breakdown, y'all.
I can repeat if that helps.
Yeah, I won't lie, if this continues, we might not be able to, play for long. Because this is
Oh, yeah,
genuinely annoying. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my computer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
But
so
what'd you say?
Dahlia's plan. time allowing, is to figure out who that, like, Kedris guy that my friends mentioned at our tea party was.
I don't know a Kedris guy.
They said I had this, like, friend.
Hold on. Let me look at my NPC list. Kedris. There's no Kedris.
I easily could be remembering his name wrong.
Oh, Kedras?
Yep, that bitch who I
Okay.
can't pronounce.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what are you gonna find out about him?
Who is this man?
Okay. Who would? I guess, on that regard, who are you going to talk to with that?
I'm so sorry to Phoebe. I might also have to look for Solus.
Do you know Solus?
Yeah, I met him in the
oh,
library.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Would you know
I
how
forgot.
to find him?
Other thing
I
need to
asked
do-
him.
Hmm?
And he
I
was like,
Oh, go ahead, Veggie.
sorry, Maddie, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, my other objective, break into Summer's dorm. I forgot, but yes.
Did you try to find his dorm, but you couldn't figure it out?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try again. We'll see.
Okay.
But what were you saying, Veggie?
Right, I remember asking him in the library, and he was like, call for me, I guess, so I guess I'm going back into the library and yelling at walls until I find Solus.
Interesting. Okay.
Who's in my
There
class?
are messenger birds that you could use.
I might do that then.
I just wanted to let you know there's a whole
He's-
system you
He's in my
found out.
class. I can ask on your behalf.
You can, but he was also very nice to me, and I think he might be a little more open with that information if I ask him in person.
Yep.
Okay. Edge, is there anything that you would like Darian to do? Besides working on the dress, of course.
I gotta work on the dress.
You gotta
and
work on the dress.
have a mental breakdown, work on a dress.
Autism
The
be damned.
usual.
This man can make a dress.
Autism be damned, my boy can tailor.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly. I'm gonna try and I doubt there's gonna be anything at the library on blood magic.
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna look in the library? Okay, sure.
I'm gonna try and look in the library to try and find anything about summoning rituals and blood magic without it looking really fucking suspicious, so I don't know if I can even talk to a librarian.
Yeah. We'll find out. You can definitely ask.
But I can try.
Yeah, you could either ask Aster or the Archivist, so you have options there. Okay, sure. So I'm assuming a lot of this is usually during class or after classes. So,
Yeah.
Are you guys just gonna head out they don't even have a Dewey Decimal System. I'm so sorry, Bestie. They haven't. Who would have made that up? Who would have made it up, honey? Who would
Dewey
be the
doesn't
Dewey?
even exist.
Yeah, who's
Where's
the Dewey?
Dewey?
Who's the Dewey right now? But yeah, I would say, if you guys don't have anything planned, I'm assuming you're all going to the infirmary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So early this morning, you guys have to kind of get up a little bit early, which I won't lie for you, Phoebe, is a little bit of a little bit of a
I'm gonna
task.
kill myself.
Yeah, you're not doing so great, but you have been like, hey, this is a formal request. Check out the motherfucker that you dropped off on me. So you're kind of forced to kind of get up. So a little bit past the time you usually like to get up, you're kind of forced to really like push it a little bit. How, out of curiosity, how would that make Phoebe feel, really?
Depends. Is it just for like roleplay flavor, or do I have to roll?
Just roleplay flavor.
Phoebe's pissed, of course.
Mhm.
She's tired. She does not want to get up this early, but of course she has to pull through it, thug it out. But she does her usual like morning routine. Probably isn't as, I guess, clean, like as
Okay.
precise getting ready. So it's kind of obvious, like she's looking more disheveled than she should be since she's doing this like so early.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I guess I would say like Darian, Idalia, as you guys are kind of leaving, Phoebe joins up with you last minute, and you guys
Wait.
kind of end up being forced to drag yourselves to the infirmary.
Am I allowed to ask our little maid if we can acquire coffee? Can Phoebe be like, do you guys have caffeine?
I think you guys like are aware that like coffee's not a big thing and it is kind of a delicacy.
Okay.
But yeah. So yeah, as you guys kind of make it through, sadly no coffee for you, at least not yet, Phoebe. You guys are making your way, or did make it to the infirmary. And I need you all to kind of make a perception check as you guys kind of enter in this small little
Excellent.
infirmary on the side of the main school building.
This is wisdom, right?
Yes.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, plus level.
Roll a D10 or D20?
D20, yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. I can do this.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
My chat is
2016.
wonky.
Is Edge there? Edge has been muted this entire time.
I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10?
Wow.
Gotcha. Okay. So I would say all of you kind of pick up on this. Darian, you're a little bit really distracted, I won't lie. And as you guys kind of step in, you hear two people talking. You recognize one of them as Maddock, and you specifically, Edge, you recognize one of them as Martha. As you kind of turn the corner and step foot into like the little cot resting area, you find like Martha there immediately. Like it seems she like brought him breakfast and is quickly like scolding him. Maddock, who seems really tired, is trying to like talk down maybe the extremities of his past actions. More likely, like, you just hear Martha going, What do you mean? What do you mean you asked him? You demanded a duel. It's fine. Really? No, it's not. You told your brother to duel you past curfew. It's fine. And like clearly she's like scolding him.
Who's Martha again?
Martha is the bird that I'm
Okay.
doing a dress for.
Okay, cool.
Is there any way that we can make our presence known before we get there? Like, any form of, like, knock knock type whatever?
There's no doors around, but there are like small like curtains to separate some of the cots, so you could probably like knock on that a little bit.
I was just gonna say knock knock.
Okay, yeah, Darian says knock knock. Is there anything you two are doing, or just waiting around?
My eyes are shut.
I will let him
like
speak for us.
I'm standing, my eyes are closed.
You're out of it. You're so out of it. Yeah. You said that, Darian, and both Maddock and Martha just kind of, they stop yapping, and they look over at you, specifically Martha, and goes, Oh! Lord Darian! Hi!
Hi.
Hi, oh my god! You're here early.
I am. I heard that Maddock was awake and I wanted to check on him.
Oh, yeah, yes, of course. He's your brother after all, even if he demanded a duel from you past curfew.
What is it among brothers, really?
Yes, absolutely. She seems like really
Yeah.
awkward, like her feathers kind of bristling up a little bit as if she doesn't really know what to say.
Well, Darian's like making like the most awkward like white guy smile.
Oh,
It's like-
honey.
Yeah, you know, just little
Yeah.
spat between brothers. It's
No, yeah,
it's not pleasant, but it's just
Right.
not like
right.
out there.
Yeah.
It happens. It of course it always have to, would you mind if I had a moment to speak with him?
Of course, yes. Like she kind of like stands up. She was kind of sitting down, and like she kind of pats off her skirt, and she kind of like quickly bows to you, going, I guess I'll see you later, Lord Darien. And then she sees Adalia and Phoebe, and she kind of pauses a little bit, and she goes, good morning to you both, Lady Phoebe, Lady Adalia.
Good morning.
Good morning. I don't think we've met. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Martha Currer. I am one of the, common students, as we would be described.
This is, my client for the dress
Yes!
that I've been working on.
Yes.
I believe I told you a bit about her.
Oh my gosh,
told me a
that's-
little
that's
bit.
so cool. As I say, like, I'm just like, I don't know what's going on.
Roll me a charisma check with that. Phoebe, specifically.
That's what, wisdom?
No, charisma.
I'm so smart. You can tell. I'm in character.
You're in character.
Yay! 14.
14. Oh boy. It's good. She smiles at that. But how can I describe this? For the other two, I would like you to roll an insight.
Is that
Absolutely.
intelligence
Also
or
wisdom?
I think that is wisdom. Ooh,
Alright.
I am
natural
perceiving.
20.
I would like to say that my eyes probably look slightly bloodshot.
That is an 8.
Okay, this kind of makes the most sense. Darian, you spent the most time with her. She feels very belittled. The way that she was addressed, no, it's kind of strange because how can I describe this? Commoners are expected to give a lot of respect to nobles in upper class, and the same sentiment is not mutual, basically. So you kind of get the sense that even though Phoebe's obviously not being rude, you can tell she's just sleepy because that girl literally like gets up last minute while y'all are like getting ready to go to class. So you know she's not being rude. But you can tell that immediately Martha kind of assumes that Phoebe's belittling her.
I'd like to step in with a quick little, don't mind her. She slept awful last night. She's been having a few issues studying for her classes.
No, of course. I wasn't, I'm so sorry. Did it seem like I was assuming something? I didn't mean it.
No, I just...
Don't worry, she deserves it.
No, we're not going that far. I wouldn't go that far. But,
I like to say that I'm not processing any of this, dude.
That's even better. That's even better.
We're all used to dealing with her in the mornings, and I've realized it comes across as a bit odd to everyone else, so I just try to say.
Yes, of course.
What did you say?
No,
Nothing.
I
Go back to sleep.
go back to sleep. Yeah, I need to get going.
I'm
gonna get some breakfast.
get some breakfast for
yeah,
yourself.
of course. Yeah, I guess I'll see you later then.
I will see you later.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
thank you for taking care of my brother.
No, it's no problem, really.
No, but you still need to be thanked for it. It was kind of you.
It's fine, really. And you hear Maddox go, "I'm not a baby." And at that, Martha's like, "I should get going." And then she rushes off.
You've got
That went. I think that was good. That went well.
You say
Sure.
completely bleary-eyed.
It went great, Phoebe. Why don't you lay down on one of the cots over there?
I can lay down on one of the cots.
You lay down on one of the cots, Phoebe. It's not the best, but man, laying down is really nice, and you don't want to get up right now.
I get snug as a bug in a rug.
You get as snug as a bug in a rug, and then you see the doctor peek out. He's like, "Oh, brother," and shuts the door on his office.
I immediately lock in. I sit up.
No. He's locked
I'm
the
gonna
door.
go talk to my
I'm
brother.
not
Yeah.
being caught lacking in front of that doctor ever again.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
On site with the doctor, huh?
As Phoebe is locking in, as she would say it, Darian, and I'd assume like Idalia as well, you guys kind of step up closer to Maddox. He could look better, I will say. A lot of his wounds have definitely had like attention given to him, and he's wrapped up. He's not the worst, I won't lie. A lot of the damage that he's taken was not. They weren't untreatable wounds. They were bad, but it's really obvious that with a proper amount of healing and a little bit of healing magic against everybody's will, he seems like he's on the road to recovery. It doesn't look like he has anything fractured. It doesn't seem like he has anything that like would last any permanent damage. And as Lucilia has described before, it doesn't seem like any of these wounds would have any permanent scarring. He just looks really roughed up. He has like short hair, Darian, but with what you guys did to him specifically, his hair is a little bit shorter and a little bit messier.
Oh, buddy.
Almost as if some of the tips were burned off or something. Who knows?
Almost like he got electrocuted. Man, wonder what could have happened.
Whoa.
That's wild.
Crazy.
Fucking crazy, man. I want to, like, kind of... I assume there's, like, a chair or something nearby.
Yeah, the one where
You know,
Martha
like,
sat
sit
at.
by his, bedside and, like...
He
How are you feeling?
looks ashamed as you kind of go to him, and he just scoffs and is like, and goes, "You would know, wouldn't you? He kind of like holds his arm up. It's not in any sling, but it has been damaged up pretty well. And he's like, you clearly know what condition you left me in.
I still want to know how you're feeling.
I feel fine. Do an insight check on me.
Alright, insight, that's, wisdom?
Yeah.
Oh, that's 10.
10. Idalia, since you're here, do you want to also do an insight?
Yeah.
This man's
I'll
not too hard
join
to
you.
read, I'd say.
I'm gonna say
Can I
that he
insight?
is not
Yeah,
fine.
you can, Maddie.
Yay!
17, that's pretty
17.
good.
It's because I've had a little brother before.
8.
I'm not locked in.
Blair, you're
God.
eepy. You're real eepy, Blair. Darian, this might be crazy, but you think he's lying to you. Idalia, this motherfucker's so fucking mad at Darian, dog.
God. Maddox, what all do you remember?
His face sours at that, actually, and he goes, actually, to be honest with you, I don't remember a lot. I don't really remember anything that happened during the duel, but maybe it was the nerves and the adrenaline, and who knows, maybe it was just
Laxative.
my... The what?
Nothing. She's half
What
asleep.
did she say?
She's sleep talking.
She's sleep talking.
I...
Funny.
Now that I think about it, I had the worst stomach ache right before the duel, and I felt deathly ill.
Oh. Well, that...
That
I
sounds
wish-
uncomfortable.
I wish you would have told me. We could have postponed or canceled it.
No, I felt horrible. And I had just finished up a nice, kind book club meeting with Martha, and then I felt deathly ill, and that is all I remember, crouching down on the toilet, feeling like I was going to die.
You could have just sent me a messenger bird and canceled.
How was I supposed to fucking get a messenger bird from the fucking toilet?
Whoa.
How did you get to the duel from?
Go for
Say
it.
what you got to the duel from the toilet. Just wait
I
until
don't
you're
know.
done.
I don't remember how I got to the duel. I just remember I felt deathly ill, and then next thing I know, I felt myself getting electrocuted, and then I wake up and I'm here, and he gestures to the cot. I was actually wondering if you could fill in those blanks for me.
That all sounds like it's very uncomfortable, but I wouldn't know anything about it.
Does Matic know what psychosis is? I think it was psychosis.
It's Maddox.
Did she call me psychotic?
No, she's sleep talking.
Guys, I'm wide awake.
He doesn't need to know that. Look,
Maddox just like frowns and he's making such a sour face at you.
Maddox, the details aren't important. What matters is now you've gotten your duel, and we can put this behind us, and we don't need to talk about it. And nobody else needs to know.
He frowns before he sighs and he goes, maybe that is for the best. He kind of fiddles at his like very thin like cot blanket. Just goes, I should have known better that I could win against my own older brother, no matter how much of a clown he's made himself in his entrance exams.
I'm apparently a pretty good clown.
He looks at you. You're not dressed for your jester's course, are you?
No, I made sure, like, it's
Okay.
in my bag. Like, if you look at my bag, there's probably, like, a couple bells peeking out of it, but I made sure to be in normal clothes to visit the hospital.
Yeah. You say that, man looks at your bag and, like, grimaces even more. I lost to a clown.
A jester.
A clown!
A jester.
A clown! And he
Not
kind of,
quite
like,
a
gets
clown.
more dramatic as he looks at you and goes, I can't even beat a clown! What kind
A
of...
jester.
What kind of mage am I?
While in training, you're still learning, and, you know, you were having an off day, you were feeling ill.
At
It
my
wasn't-
age, our sister did far better. She passed the exam with flying colors, was teaching the teachers things. And here we are, falling behind. He gestures to your very visible clown uniform in your bag. That, and I can't even win a duel.
You haven't exactly been training for dueling.
But I have been training. I should have been able to best you, to prove that, I don't know, that I was better or something, or... Regardless, and he points an accusing finger at you, I still don't want you around Lady Martha.
Well, I still need to complete her dress.
Well, maybe she doesn't really need the dress. Maybe it's fine. Maybe she'll
You've heard her
wake
talk
up and
about the dress. She loves the dress.
he sours. It's not the dress she really likes, and you know it.
But are you really going to tell her she can't be happy just because you don't like me?
It's not you I don't like entirely. It's... And he looks at Phoebe. And he looks at you. You know it's not just about the dress or you.
It's because I'm living my own life now?
No! It's... Surely she's told you why she wants the dress.
Oh, she has.
He looks...
She told you why she wants the dress, and you're upset because you aren't why she wants the dress.
No! He like
No.
you through the mask. You can see his face immediately like enveloped red. No!
You like her? And then
No!
my eyes are bloodshot. I
Shut
stand
up!
up.
Shut up!
That's awesome.
No,
That's so
it's
nice.
what?
It's adorable. That's why you always take all of her messenger birds?
No! I didn't do that.
You
She
should
told
kill
me.
Wingman
She told
him.
me you do.
Yeah. he gets really flustered. Blair, as you say, you two should kiss. He goes, that's so uncouth.
You said you guys are the book club, right? That's like you're sharing the interest. Like you guys should definitely learn more about the books and use that as a frame of reference for how you can swoon Martha.
I've been trying.
Just do what the books tell you to do. You'll be fine.
Maybe not exactly what the
I
book
don't know,
tells you.
Phoebe.
Her books get very graphic.
Don't do that.
That's awesome.
No.
Oh God.
No. This is my little brother. No.
I mean, how old are you?
What is the Omegaverse? That wasn't canon. I take that back.
That wasn't canon. How old are you, Maddox?
20, turning 21 soon?
Yeah, what's the problem, Darian?
First of all,
Well, she doesn't...
she's still infatuated with someone else, but
Let Maddox freak flag fly. What are you talking about?
That is not the problem. It is a problem, but that's not the problem.
Please do not discuss my romantic and sexual life in front of my brother.
We're going to discuss his freak flag.
I do not want to discuss my freak flag in front of my brother.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I want to hear about it either.
I don't. No.
I have enough freaks going on in my
I don't know,
life.
guys. It sounds pretty crucial to discuss his freak flag
No,
right
no!
The important thing
I don't need
is
him to
that-
figure out I like holding hands.
Ugh.
Disgusting.
You're into
I
that,
think
not
No!
Matic!
No!
Matic, that's
No!
disgusting!
Do you know to dab people up, Maddox?
What?
Do you want to learn how to dab Martha up?
Don't dap
Lady
her up.
Starfall, what are you saying?
Can I
She's
show
still
him?
sleep talking.
Can I show him how to dab?
Sure, you show the Fae Maddox how to dab. Roll me another charisma check for me, buddy. I wanna see how well you do, and it'll depend on how he reacts.
Wait, are you showing him how to dab or how to dap someone up?
Dap with the hands.
Okay. I was about to
Sorry.
say, if you teach this motherfucker how to do Fortnite emotes, I will kill
No. Nine.
You are still very groggy, and I won't lie, it's a little lousy. And he makes the most soured, fucking disgusted face. And you two just kind of think, huh, so it does run in the family.
What is that supposed to mean?
But yeah, Maddox goes, I would like to not do that. Look, I won't lie. Yes, I don't like. And he pauses a little bit, looks at Phoebe, looks back at you. He, I think, is just not a good fit for her, and I just
absolutely not.
I want her happy. I understand she wants her Prince Charming, and I think she deserves that. I just think, well, you must agree, he's not the best fit.
Oh, I hate him.
Oh, thank gods! Oh, thank God!
He's awful.
He's horrible!
No,
he's
the
I
worst.
hate that everybody
Um,
likes him so much!
He's
and everybody...
he's obnoxious,
he's
and he
obnoxious.
never
What
remembers
are we
my
talking
name.
about?
Oh, your fiance.
I
Oh,
would
yeah, he
never!
sucks.
But, Maddox, this doesn't leave this room.
As you say this doesn't leave this room, the doctor slowly closes his door again. No, he's not gonna say shit, don't worry.
He already knows too much.
Yeah.
No, Maddox, no, this doesn't leave this room. But, first of all, yeah, he's the worst, and
Yeah.
Martha, from the limited time I've known her, deserves far better. You're
Yes.
right about that. You are
Yes.
very right about that, and you could be better. However, you need to keep in mind, she needs to do this to get over him.
That's so true.
She isn't going to manage anything, not because of any fault of her own, but because Summer is a grade A total bitch and also engaged.
I think I want to run him over with a car.
What is a car?
It's a spell.
Carriage.
Oh, okay. Well, rather violent of you, Lady Starfall. But
Doesn't leave this room.
okay, yeah, of course. But
All hypothetical, I would never do that, actually.
in Minecraft, I would run Summer over in a carriage in Minecraft.
God,
In
now we have to
illusionary.
explain to him what Minecraft is.
God.
He would fuck up a Roblox obby, dude.
Oh god, he would. Now, all you need to focus on is you can be there for her when inevitably he does reject her, because again, he is very much engaged, and the fact that we don't like him isn't going to change that fact. So if he does end up accepting or making any form of move on her, then he has other problems to deal with. Either way, she's not going to run off into the sunset with him. You have your opportunity.
And we are here to support you.
I understand where you're coming from, truly, but is there any way that you could maybe, I don't know, maybe tell Martha maybe to even consider some other options, maybe?
I think you're going to have to tell her that, Medic.
I've tried, and she likes him a lot, and I even told her that, hey, maybe someone likes her. Like, maybe, what if I had a crush on someone and she knew him very well? I tried all of that, and nothing got to her.
Did you just tell her directly that you like her?
No, well, not really. I won't lie. I haven't really told her my feelings at all, ever.
That would do it.
I can't believe she's braver than you are.
Well, no, well, he looks at you, Darian, and goes, when's the last time you've actually expressed your feelings?
I was busy with my studies, but we know how that turned out.
And so am I, and in all honesty, well, if our parents found out that I like, and I don't mean, well, if I liked a common girl, imagine what they'd do. They've already disowned you.
It's not that bad.
He kind of looks at you and he goes, how much money have you made?
That's not what we're talking about.
I'm just saying.
That's not what we're talking about. Do you want money or do you want to be happy? Because you can make money anywhere.
He kind of cringes at that. That's a very naive way to look at the world, but alright. I didn't know you were like this, Darian.
Do you really think that just tailoring things here and there after class is, like, my true passion?
Is it the clowning?
I don't know if that's my true passion either. I don't know if I've found the true passion yet, but I've found something that I am decent enough at that I can possibly make some money on it, and that gives me room to explore whatever I want to do.
He still cringes a bit. Is that still the clowning?
I don't know if it's the clown. Drop the clowning for now.
But that's
Don't
what you're
worry
doing
about-
right now.
What if Maddox wants to be like a writer? You know, if he likes book clubs so much.
Maddox, if you could do anything, forget our parents' approval, what would it be?
Roll me a persuasion check, which is a charisma.
Alright.
Can I support?
Yeah, okay. Maddie, how would you like Blair to support him?
I'm like bloodshot eyes.
Oh.
I put a hand on Darian's shoulder with like a silly, like I'm trying to give a sincere smile, but it looked like I just fucked your mom shit lip smirk.
I don't know if that's gonna help.
I'm trying. It's a thought that counts.
Is that it? You're just sneering at him?
No. I'm trying to give him like a sincere smile. It just might look a little cracked. But I'm behind Darren being like, I think you should pursue your dreams. Like, it's a really bad, honest attempt to
I'll
support
take it.
Darren.
I'll take it.
Let's go.
Just roll me another one, see if you can get a better result. 21.
21.
Wow. Okay, that's
Cool.
actually really good.
Congratulations, you cracked smile your way up to like boosting me 6 points.
He thought it was funny. He thought it was being funny.
Yeah. No, Maddox pauses and then he goes, anything?
Anything. What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
He looks at, like, Adalia and Phoebe, and once again, his face goes red a little bit. I want to be the Prince Charming that Martha thinks about.
Aww.
And I do not mean this in any insult, but Martha dreams of having someone take her out of her common lifestyle. Her mother struggles every single day, and I hear her struggle every single day, and while being able to do what you want is great, if I give that up, if I just pursue whatever I want, I can't be that for Martha.
I'm like trying not to cry in the bag.
Very sweet of you, Maddox.
I know our parents are strict and rather unforgiving, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes to keep my own reputation afloat and possibly be able to support Martha in that way, but I can't currently because I am a first year in college, and she is slightly older than me, and so she's probably going to graduate before I can, and I can't guarantee that I can support her, and she wants something better than me, which is why he kind of grabs you, Darian, like very seriously grab you. You have to help me. I know that there is a way that maybe she will get rejected by Summer, that maybe that she will find some way to get over him, but I don't know that.
So you want me to help her get over Summer in time for you to be able to speak with her?
Well, when you put it like that, it sounds childish, but maybe help her consider, maybe there are other options. Maybe consider options that are really close to her and really like the same things she does, and maybe...
At that point, I might as well just tell her that you like her.
No! No, not that, but maybe see if you can... If she seems to like you a lot, maybe consider... I don't know, talking about maybe other options. Maybe, I could help with also the tailoring work, maybe.
I can tell her that you helped me, and you can come and give creative advice, consultation.
I could do that. Yes, I could do that. Absolutely. Yes. I can know fabrics pretty well. You can tell he's bullshitting, by the way.
Oh, for sure. I don't actually plan on having him do, like, any actual work. Like, when I say consultant, I mean it in the most just, hey, do you think XYZ? And he goes, uh-huh, and that'll be his contribution.
Literally, that is just him.
I can see what I can do, Maddox.
Okay, yeah. Yes, the doctor says I should be out pretty soon. I would probably just take the rest of the school day, but I should be out by the afternoon, so I could maybe help a little bit, possibly.
In return,
What?
We should talk more.
He makes a sour face at that.
We're going to be hanging around each other if you're going to help, so we might as well talk more.
I don't wanna. What would we
If
even
you don't want to work on the
talk
draft.
about? What would we even talk about?
We're brothers. We have something to talk about, I'm sure. Like, say, were you really so upset about me talking to your crush that you asked me for a duel?
He makes a really sour face at that. Alright, I'm
My
done.
God, it
I'm done.
was.
I am going.
My
am
God,
tired.
it was.
You shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I'm going to sleep now.
This is
Good
adorable.
night. Good night.
It's
Good night. Good
adorable,
night.
Matt.
This
This-
man turns
Look
over,
at you.
back turned, like
Good
fucking little like blanket over his face. Good night.
You're going to sleep with your mask on.
How do you
Just
even get that
putting-
off?
Putting your butt. Don't worry about that.
Oh, yeah.
Don't-
you
don't
see him
worry
like
about
just like
that.
take off the mask, slip it under, but his sheets are like still there, but you see his mask off. There.
How do you do that?
What do you mean? How do you do that?
Oh, mine's been stuck.
He takes the mask, puts it back on, and then comes up off the sheets. What?
Mine has been stuck.
You just say the passcode, or you just think the passcode and it comes off.
I forgot the passcode.
What do you mean you forgot the passcode? You make it up yourself.
Oh, I forgot it.
I'm going to sleep. And he
I
rolls
got
over
set
again.
on fire, and I got hit in the head when I fell to the floor.
I'm going to sleep.
Good
Alright.
night.
Well, I will see you later for tailoring.
He doesn't say anything, just kind of grumbles a little bit.
Can't wait to see you holding hands with Martha as I walk out.
Oh boy.
See
Hold
his
on.
feet kicking underneath the sheets.
You said that you were walking out?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What?
What's her modifier? Yeah, that works. As you guys walk out of the infirmary and Maddie, you say, I can't wait to see you hold hands with
no.
Martha. Martha goes, what?
She's been here the whole time?
She was waiting outside for you all.
Whatever I say, I know that I'm gonna have to roll deception. I look over and can I give the gang like a look like my eyes are bloodshot. I'm like
I could help, but also this is really funny.
For the bit, but she does
I-
not want to help.
Do you hold on. I'm trying to think if I can use my straight clowning to be able to divert this.
Okay, you explain to me how you do that.
Figure it out.
Huh?
Let me.
I could just tell her that we were teasing him over having a friend.
No, but hold on. I just was told not to like let her know.
I
So,
throw
I'm
me
going
under
to
the bus
try.
if it need be, dude. It's okay.
I'm going to use my reading the room to kind of like
Okay.
understand sense of humor and everything.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out the best way to go about this, whether to like play it off as like a joke or some sort of, oh yeah, because you're helping him out, you're probably going to help him hobble out of here.
Whatever you think works.
Shit.
I could be like, yeah, he's so decrepit that he needs help getting out of bed.
Little old man.
Here.
Old man
Here,
at a
I
prime 21.
He insisted he
cannot-
wasn't a baby.
I can use my fucking straight clowning skill to see if like that'll like be in her wheelhouse of humor to
Sure.
do whatever, and if it would work.
Roll that for me. See if you can assess this situation.
Advantage on insight. Insight, that is wisdom, correct?
Yes.
And I have advantage.
Yes. Okay,
17.
17. Yeah, you could tell that, like, oh, you helping him out is going to help. Hee hee.
Oh yeah, since you're waiting for him to get out, you'll probably help him get back to his dorm and everything. He's a bit weak, so be kind if he has to lean on you.
She hears that and she nods, and you actually see her. She's holding a fruit basket. And she goes, oh yes, of course. Oh no, that makes a lot of sense actually. I was actually going to help him, but I was also, I was actually hoping to also give this to you. And she offers the fruit basket to you three, actually.
Oh
my gosh.
That's
very kind of you. Oh,
I love this. Thank you.
may I ask why?
Well, Maddox obviously put you through a lot, and I know he's not very good at saying sorry, but I know him well. So, on behalf of him, and technically behalf of me, through these fruits, I was hoping that you could forgive him.
He's already forgiven.
Thank God.
I hold nothing against him. Trust me, that's my little brother. That's my baby brother.
Of course, no.
I've already put him through plenty hell of my own.
Of course, he is. Oh, he's just, he's always. He's a handful, but I worry for him.
He's very kind deep down. You just have to get past that first little bump in the road of being a handful.
Of course, if I'd known about his duel sooner, I would have done something about it. And during our book club, he didn't say anything about it. He didn't seem even off at all. And then, after a while, he had to excuse himself because he felt really, really sick. And I feel like if I just stayed with him a little bit longer, I would have figured it out, but I guess not. But he excused himself, and then I didn't see him again.
I'm like almost lucid, where I'm like, I think he's just really out, and I would recommend keeping track of his cortisol for future reference, because it can stress can cause a lot of physical symptoms on the body that a lot of people might not recognize immediately.
Was he stressed? And I just didn't know?
Oh, he has a lot on his mind, and my recent career change hasn't exactly been an easy development for the family.
Yes. He has told me about that actually, and I do worry for him because, I told him like this was a sign that maybe he could pursue some interests of his own. But he told me quite flatly, no, he couldn't. That whatever he was dreaming of he couldn't do that.
I believe he'll manage. He has to work it out for himself.
I hope so. But I sincerely apologize to all three of you from what I've heard. You all three got caught up in this mess, and she actually looks at you, Phoebe, and she just goes, I deeply apologize.
Oh, what for? I don't understand.
For what happened with, Mada. You can tell she's, like, really nervous. Especially you, Darian. You can kind of tell what she's actually apologizing for.
Poor girl.
I'm so out of it. I don't know what... I'm like, oh, it's no trouble at all.
Worry your head too much, Martha.
Veggie, that's horrible.
God.
I would not kill it. I would not put another poor lady in the forest.
But the demons, the parasites,
Parasite want me to go in the forest. Aw,
If anyone's going to the forest, it's me.
God. You actively dragging us with you. Aw.
Yippee.
Martha, don't worry too much about it. Don't overthink all of this. You have been more than wonderful, and you have done more than you ever need to, or that half of us would deserve.
She seems nervous at that, but just slowly nods and just goes, okay. Okay, I should get going now. Class should be happening pretty soon. So I'll get going, and if you need anything, or if you ever need some kind of message sent out, I'm your girl.
You'll be the first I think of.
Thank you. Alright, I'll get going. Out of character, Adalia, didn't you want to send out a message to Solus?
I did. I was about to kind of stop her.
Yeah, no worries. I wasn't sure if you forgot or not.
No. Yeah, no, I'll speak up and say, actually, I did need a message sent.
Oh, of course. What would you like? I can send out a almost any kind of message that you'd need to whoever needs it. Lady Valio. She just seems very nervous to talk to you. Weirdly, a different kind of nervous when talking to Phoebe. You don't know what that's about, though.
You know what? Can I actually take a closer look and see if I can tell what kind of nervous this is?
Sure, but since you don't know her very well, that's gonna be at a disadvantage, buddy.
That's very fair.
Unless you
I'm
have something
mostly just
about
seeing if I
reading.
can, like,
yeah,
identify the difference.
Yeah, unless you can, like, unless you have an ability about reading people, since I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, nothing specific. I have my social navigation, but
you know how to. Yeah, I wouldn't call this social navigation. This is you trying to read somebody.
yeah.
Okay, so disadvantage.
All right. Roll 1.
Okay.
Roll 2. 11.
Okay, 11's not that bad. You can definitely distinguish a difference. You want to know what kind of difference? Veggie? Uh-oh, Veggie. Uh-oh, I think my Wi-Fi pooped itself again. Let's give it a moment. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Can you hear? I cannot hear you. I think my Wi-Fi is killing itself again. I had a feeling. I got the funny little red thingamabobs and a fucking Genshin ad on my Discord. Fucking Genshin. Let's give it a moment. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can move anything around to help it. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is, like, trying to kill itself. Yeah, a Genshin ad on my Discord. Ow.
Man.
Alrighty. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I can hear you again. God, I don't know
Yay.
what's going on with my computer. It's annoying. It's getting really annoying. But were you saying, Veggie? I'm so sorry.
Right, no, I remember where we were at. I can tell there's a difference. I can't tell where it's coming from.
Okay. You can tell, I would say with this 11, because I think you would at least kind of know this a little bit with some people kind of being scared of you. Weirdly enough, Martha's very, like, she's nervous that she is talking to you, somebody of higher class. Normal. She's afraid of Phoebe, because she's just afraid of Phoebe.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. I guess I'd just like to send a regular message. I'm not too familiar with the system.
Of course. Here. She kind of gives you a paper, and you can see like a small little sigil on it. It seems to be a carrier pigeon. decorated fairly nicely in the corner of the page. So when you kind of fold it, it'll kind of show up on the back. But she kind of gives this to you. She just goes, yes, just tell me who you need to go to, and I'll have a carrier pigeon send out when you're done writing your letter.
Right. Give me a couple seconds. I'm gonna, like, turn my back to her and walk away a little bit so I can use my cool pen, because I don't think I bought any other writing utensils.
Okay, sure. What would you like to do?
Yeah. So I'm gonna write to Solus. I'd like to talk to you about something I might have forgotten. You
Okay.
might know.
Okay.
Signed, Adalia.
Was there a reason why you used your pen?
Just because I think that's my only writing utensil right now.
That's fine. No worries. I wasn't sure if you're casting a spell or something. Okay, that's perfect.
Nope.
Yeah, you write it out, and she was actually kind of surprised you managed to do that so quickly. But I'm assuming you give it to her?
Yep. I'd like this to be sent to Solus.
Oh, of course, I can do that now. And she's surprised, but she takes your letter, folds it up, and kind of holds it out and goes, once I can get a hold of one of my pigeons, I'll let him know.
That sounds perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes, no, of course, thank you. And she smiles, and she leaves after a while, after like a very awkward and very stiff curtsy. It looks like she is trying to like seem elegant, but it's very clear it's not something she's used to, before she just runs off, scurrying off.
It's a little bit cute.
But yeah, you sent out a message, and I'm assuming you guys kind of leave for your classes now?
Yeah.
Slay.
It's
All right.
class time.
You clap time. Whee! So I guess in that case, since Maddie, you wanted to talk to Solace as well, is that correct?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I guess we'll just jump to you as you all three kind of go your separate ways, knowing that Maddox is safe. Weirdly enough, not remembering anything that happened during the duel. But Maddie, or rather Phoebe, you end up going to your usual classes, and as you go to your tinkering class, you absolutely see Solus. He is there just tinkering away, I guess. For your tinkering classes, you all end up kind of just doing your own projects. The
Nice.
gnome professor, I believe it's gnome, but the gnome professor who is teaching the class is very open to you guys being very creative and taking the initiative on different things.
Oh my gosh.
So things change from like small little trinkets to clockwork to little boxes, just whatever is something that you guys would be learning from, basically.
Am I allowed to build the light bulb yet?
No, you do not have the materials.
Fuck. Okay.
Sadly, that would require quite a bit, but you are starting out small, and I will be honest, I don't know how much you would know about electrician stuff, basically.
Okay. That's
You are a
fine.
coding major. But, yeah, for general, roll me a tinkering check. See how well you're doing
Okay,
in
what
this
is that?
class. Usually it would be, let me check, I think it'd
Is
be...
it dexterity?
No, I believe it might be a wisdom. Novice tinkering. Let's just say wisdom.
Okay.
Or no, sorry, I take that back.
Okay.
It was an intelligence, which I don't know. Wisdom and intelligence are the same for you. So it's still a 10. I won't lie. It is not something you've ever learned in your past life, I will say. So this is new to you. Coding, again, is very different from actually putting together actual, like, they're not even electronics, but I guess mechanical stuff. This is something where you have to figure out how to rely on gears, how to rely on different kinds of materials, how to kind of teach yourself basically you're kind of learning how to make a clock from an inside out, and it's a very
Cool.
insightful but a little bit of a difficult process. Luckily, because this is a beginner's class, you kind of manage all right. You could do better later on though.
Okay.
But as you do that, you can look over and immediately you recognize Solus, this green Yuan-Ti man, who seems, weirdly enough, really handy. He seems to know exactly what he's doing, kind of putting together small little trinkets and little doodads. He's not in any way, shape, or form like a prodigy, but it seems like this is something that he knows a good way around, if that makes sense.
Cool.
Yeah. So he's
Okay.
doing pretty good.
In that case, I would like to take my stuff
Mm-hmm.
and then sort of like bring it over to where he's sitting.
Yeah.
If that's possible.
Oh, absolutely. He notices that, I will say, as you kind of scoot yourself over, he looks at you with an arched eyebrow, even though he doesn't have eyebrows. He looks at you and goes, "Well, this is a surprise. Are you feeling rather chatty today?"
Yeah, you said that you know a lot about gossip on campus.
Well, I wouldn't call it gossip, more of information, as I would sometimes call it. Maybe rumors. I would say more rumors than gossip.
Okay. Well, I'm looking for a rumor. What price do you have for intel?
Well, it depends on who you want it on.
Okay, well, there's some talk around from other people that Summer's planning to do something during the
Oh, poopy. Hold on, Maddie. I think my Wi-Fi killed itself again.
dead.
Oh, there we are. I don't know why
My
it keeps
Wi-Fi
fucking
ate
killing
itself.
itself. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
You're
That's
okay. This was a quick return.
Yeah. Alright, so what were you saying, Maddie?
I said, basically saying like I heard that Summer's planning to do something on the Pet Magic Day.
He thinks about that a little bit and goes, "Since it's summer, he's rather chatty about his little secrets, despite how secretive he says he is. So, but he is one of the highest nobles and the most reputable ones, tainting his reputation's hard. So I would say, 10 gold.
I like wince. How much gold do I have?
None.
None?
None.
Okay. Phoebe's like,
Are there
Is
other
there-
ways you could pay me? I
What
could
kind of
trade
ways?
information for more.
what kind of information are you looking for?
Well, he seems very excited by that. Rumor has it you have been spending lots of time in the library. And sure, it's because of that stupid detention program. But I've, at least from a credible source, have heard that you've been spending quite a bit of time with the archivist. He's not exactly the most social of butterflies, so I was wondering, what are you doing with him?
It's that damn sister. Okay. Phoebe is just thinking it's like, I'm working on a project outside of tinkering class that involves tinkering, but I'm not really good at research, so I'm getting the archivist's help on sort of figuring out the best way to make this item.
That's a very vague answer, Lady Phoebe. Even you must admit that.
Well, I'm still not quite sure what it is. It's more of a side project,
Oh.
based off of, like, artifacts, which is what the archivist knows a lot about. So it's something that I've been kind of interested in researching more.
So you've been spending time with the archivists for research. Alright. Not a lot of information to go off of, but I'll give you the same amount of effort in return. From what I've heard, Summer is looking for another grand gesture to show to you, since you had been so gracious to show him one back at the entrance exam a month or two ago.
A grand gesture?
A grand gesture.
In like a good or bad way?
He smiles at that. Is the trinket you are working on anything special?
It's sort of sentimental in a way.
Ooh, sentimental? Even more interesting. Now come on, you could give me a little bit more information than that.
It's based off of an item that I had growing up at home that is no longer available. There's not a lot of replicas, and I kind of wanted to remake it.
A fae item, you say?
What is this? What item?
A fae item.
A fae item, okay. She kind of nods like, yeah, a fae item.
Huh. Interesting. And I suppose you wouldn't be willing to depart with that information either, will you?
No, it was a very personal thing to me. And again, it was one of a kind, so it's
I see.
hard to really.
Well, in terms of Summer's gesture, I would say generally good in terms of public displays of affection. Personally, for me, a little bit much. But you didn't hear that from me.
Got it, so he's going to go overboard with it. I'm not surprised.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
Do you know where it's gonna happen?
At the Pact Magic exam?
Well, I was curious if there was like a specific place that he plans on doing it during the test, or if it's gonna be during my assessment or somebody else's. I don't know.
I won't depart with that information.
Okay, that's enough for me. Thank you.
Of course. Given, if you can find more information to depart with, whether about yourself or possibly about your roommates, I'd be willing to help in any way, shape, or form I can. But if you
Sure.
can't pay in gold, there are other ways.
That's a little sensual, dude. Okay.
He looks at you and just gives you like a dirty look. Come on, you can't be really fucking serious with that. Come on, I'm an information broker. Besides, he gestures to you. You're not my type. Ah, Poopy. I don't know if you said anything, Maddie. I cut out again because my Wi-Fi hates me.
I heard pretty much everything. He got really upset when I suggested sensual.
Yeah.
I said I'm messing with you, but that's it.
Okay, yeah. Motherfucker said, besides, you're not my type.
We both like drops open. It's like, okay, I'm good. I understand.
You know what? Fair.
Yeah, fair.
Fair. You two have like a mutual understanding of, fair. Yeah. But yeah, he smiles at that, but he also kind of leans in and he also goes, actually, I'm willing to also give a little bit of a discount on other things if you're willing to hear me out.
Really?
Yes.
What kind of discount?
Well, as you know, I have, a little bit of dirt on everyone. But there's one person that seems to always, how can I say, escape me.
Who is it?
My sister.
Really?
Yes, she's quite the yapper, if you would believe it or not. But in terms of her own personal lives, she's actually quite private.
Oh. Well, I've been in the library more often. I could try and talk to her and get some information, but what are you looking for?
Well, from what I'm aware, there's... Honestly, I don't really know too much about it. He kind of thinks for a moment, trying to even understand how to articulate it. Well, I might ask, she's been interested in other hobbies besides animals. So, she hasn't really shared much else with that, and she can be quite a private person. Her only other friend is, well, she gestures, and then he makes love and peace. He makes a circle motion. The archivist.
Wait, her only friend's the archivist?
Well, she's more social, but that's the man that she spends the most time with. She considers him one of her best friends. I don't know if the feeling's mutual.
Oh, I see.
Yes, but regardless, her private life usually tends to stay private. Pretty much. Her private life usually tends to stay private, and because she is my sister, she kind of knows how to walk her way around my prying eyes.
Oh.
But
okay.
of course, I'm just a simple worried brother, and he blinks cutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
a worried brother. I feel like it would be nice to know what my sister is up to.
Sure. I can try and I guess get closer to her and let you know.
Of course, that would be lovely. I heard that she's also friends with, well, she's roommates with several other commoners of our class as well. One of her roommates is a Martha Currer, if you might know her.
I just saw her this morning, yeah.
Oh, how interesting. Well, if you ever see her again, ask about my sister. I can visit my own sister, but I'm usually not allowed to stay in her dorm, obviously.
Oh, okay. Are the dorms hard to really navigate?
They usually are, but we're all separated by class, and usually for the common folk, we're also separated by gender.
Oh, okay. Noted. Do you happen to know where, the upper class male dorms are?
He looks at you.
That was so sus!
Yeah, he looks at you. And then, he kind of looks at himself, and you can tell he's actually wearing... So, you've kind of noticed this around. The the higher class and noble class students have, more royal, bright, vivid attire, while a lot of the common folk have the same attire, but with less detail and actually a little bit more gray. It's still enough that you can associate the two to be, I guess, the same school, but you can tell who's a lower class and who's upper class. And Solus is clearly wearing a lower class uniform. And he goes, I am actually aware of how the dorms work, but in terms of navigation, I am sadly not any help. I am not allowed upstairs.
I didn't know they were hard on regulations like that.
Quite. It's a safety regulation for most. Nobles can go downstairs, but common folk cannot go upstairs.
What a weird double standard. I'm sorry about that, Solus.
He kind of looks at you. And he looks at you for a long moment. And he looks at your very upper class, class nobleman uniforms, and then just smiles and just goes, it's fine.
I will get you dirt on your sister.
of course, and any dirt on noblemen is actually quite priceless as well. So, again, your roommates included, yourself and other associates of yours, very much appreciated. God damn it. My thing cut out again. If this continues, like, how frequently it is, I might just, like, go insane. I don't know if y'all can hear me.
I got you.
Yeah. Hold
We can
on.
hear you now.
Okay. Pop. Alright. I don't know what's going on. Like, it was fine for a moment. Hold on. Let me fucking...
Yar.
This sucks. Like, legitimately, this is literally pissing me off.
It hasn't happened that much. I think it's just Solus. There's something weird about this character.
No, it's been happening a lot, and it's actually really annoying. It's in between, but again, this is what I was scared of us having a conversation, and then my Wi-Fi would cut out because it's fucking stupid, even though I'm right next to the Wi-Fi box. So, who knows? But yeah, was there any other questions that you had for Solus?
I was debating asking him if he had dirt on the archivist, but I don't know if I should save that for another time.
I will be honest, is there any other information that you could give him? Because if you don't have money, he trades in information, and it doesn't seem like you have a lot of information to give.
I have information, but above game that might fuck things up, so I don't
It's all
know
up
if I
to
should...
you. Yeah, because be aware of who you're giving this information to.
Yeah, I do not trust him.
Yeah.
I do not trust him.
Smart idea.
I'm good. I'll get dirt on his sister first.
Yeah, but it's obviously like information is money to him as well. So if you're willing to depart with more secrets of upperclassmen and nobles, then he's willing to obviously depart with also information about upperclassmen and nobles. You know?
Gotcha.
So you were, just to kind of like straighten out terms, you were offering information about the archivist, who is usually considered a common folklore class student, for information for Summer, one of the most popular and most powerful mortal men in this fucking school.
That might be saucy. Like, here's dirt on Summer. Tell me about this librarian.
Right? But yeah. Sadly, I don't think he would be interested in any more information unless you were willing to give anything important away.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And I will say this also deals with secrets about the school as well.
Ooh!
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's not just people, it's also about schools. Literally anything he will take, as long as he deems it valuable. But he's fair, so he'll trade very fairly.
Okay.
Yeah. So, alright, anything else?
I'll sit on this. I'm good.
Okay, cool. For you, Veggie, you said you wanted to figure out more about Kadrash?
Yeah, I want to figure out a little more about him.
Yeah. So what were you going to do to find out about that?
Right, so I wrote a carrier pigeon to Solus.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to know specifically is, where is he?
Where is he? Interesting. I will say, he'll probably meet you after tinkering class if you're willing to meet up. I'd say this is kind of like a lunch break if you're down for that. God damn it. It cut out on me again. Hold on.
I can hear you.
I know you can hear me, but I can't hear you and you're cutting in and out for me. It is really fucking annoying. I don't know what the fuck my Wi-Fi's up to. And we're only an hour and 30 minutes in, so I don't want to end, but if this continues, I literally don't know how long I can last with this.
Can you just connect to it without the cord? Or are
I
you able
don't
to...
I don't
wireless?
use the cord.
Oh.
I don't have an internet cord.
Do you have like antenna? Could
Yeah.
they be moved,
I've been moving
maybe?
them. I've literally been moving them. And nothing has worked. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So, yeah. So that's all I can really say on that. So if this continues, we'll see how it works, because it's just not working for me. But what were you saying, Veggie? I'm sorry, you cut out again.
You're all good. So the plan is to ask specifically, where is Kedra?
Okay.
Because it seems like a safer bet for me to figure out information by him by like going and talking to him than
Okay.
asking Solus.
So, wait, who are you asking information from rather than Solus?
Solus, I'm just asking him where Kedris is so I can go and investigate myself.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I would say, would you be willing to meet him up for lunch?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say he's very more than open with meeting to you. And also seems very excited. I would say you kind of meet in the library. I think it's a pretty good way. Pretty secretive, whatnot. He seems rather excited to see you again. When he sees you, he greets you rather fondly. As fondly as like a weird, sneaky, weird snake can be. And just goes, "Ah, it's good to see that you're taking up on my offer, Lady Valio."
Yes, of course. It came out right about the right time.
Of course. What were you looking for exactly?
I'd like to know if you've seen someone around.
Whom?
Kedris.
Whom?
I'm so bad at pronouncing his
This
name.
is in character. I know. I know. Don't worry. Just
Oh
call
yeah,
him-
no, I think
Hmm?
diegetically, Idalia might also be bad at pronouncing
Yeah,
his name
you're fine.
because she's in this new world.
But he seems like genuinely confused, not like mocking you of "What did you say?"
Yeah.
So he's genuinely confused on what you said. Pardon?
Oh my, have you not heard of him?
Don't insult me like that, Lady Valio. He actually seems very insulted that you said that. Rutro. Veggie, can you say something again? Ah, god damn it. Man, this has not been my day. Hello? Hello? Damn it. Hold on. Alright. Alright, touching up the weird thing again. I don't know if this Wi-Fi is gonna do any better for me. Fun.
Yay, you're back!
Hi. I don't know how much it's gonna do this. We literally
Yeah.
waited like an hour and 30 minutes to make sure it was fine, and it was fine until we actually play the fucking game.
It might just be like the amount of stuff we're putting through Discord now.
I mean, like, it's like we're still talking, but I guess it is what it is.
Right.
But what are you saying again? I'm so sorry.
Right, she said, I'm just teasing you, but I really do need to find out where he is. I believe his name is Kedris?
Is there any other information?
No, I only have the name.
Well, if this is something you need me to look up, I can definitely ask around and find more information on my own, but of course, that would cost you.
I expected as much. What's the cost?
I would say for an investigation, 20 gold.
Question, how much gold do I have? Because I have been
0.
working for a couple weeks.
Yeah, but you haven't been paid out yet.
Ugh,
And 20 gold's a lot, actually.
20
Like,
gold's a lot.
you've been given, like, maybe 2 or 3 silver at most. Nothing. So I would say for gold, it's kind of a dime system. So 10 silver make 1 gold. You've been given, like, maybe 1 or 2 silver, which gets you a good amount of food, because food, especially for common folks, is very cheap. For the higher end stuff, that's when you kind of get into more gold territory. But I would say for the past few months, you've made maybe like 2-3 gold. It's not like the library really pays a lot.
Well, that's not ideal. Is there anything else I could pay you?
Information. Depending on who it is, I might be more willing to comply.
Goodness, if I knew who it was, I'm sorry, but I would not be asking you where he was.
Of course, I understand, and I am more than willing to help. But of course, my services and my time are not free.
I wouldn't expect it any other way.
Doing an investigation on someone I've heard very little about is far more difficult than asking me subtle rumors or something of the sort.
So, to say you've heard very little about him, you have heard about him?
No, not entirely.
No? Oh dear.
By name, no. He might go by other titles that I might recognize, but as a name, that is not someone I find. Well, I do not remember much. Oops, I cut out again. Hold on, give it a moment. Yikers, I am still not having a good time with this. Oop, everything cut out for me. This
Your
is
computer
great.
hates Solus.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, like, I genuinely don't know what is going on.
What if you joined Discord on your phone with data?
That would not be good. Plus, we are recording the sessions.
Oh, that's right.
Good point.
So that
Okay.
will not do anything for me because I would not be able to listen to y'all.
I see.
Yeah. But what was the last thing you heard, Veggie?
By name, no.
Okay. Yeah. He said by name, no, but by possible titles, he might.
Alright. Well, I guess what would you like to know for an investigation? Or for titles?
In terms of information for currency, I would say maybe a good few secrets about any nobles might help.
I was thinking about it because Adelia has been so mean to you before.
But it's all been under a ruse, though.
It's kind of true.
Oh, no, do what you think is best, and you can always talk to him later.
I was gonna tell him you're going crazy every morning.
It's funny.
I walk into your room and there's just a wall of notes. I feel like that would be a big one.
Yeah, all up to you.
Well, I suppose living with Phoebe has given me some interesting insights.
Oh, Lady Starfall.
Do you want to hear about that?
Yes, of course, I'd be more than glad to hear about her. She's been rather secretive as of lately, and her personality has shifted these past few months.
Oh, you don't know the half of it.
Really? I don't?
No, you don't. And I would be happy to tell you if you will look around for Tetris.
Of course. You can tell me that information first, though.
Sure. Phoebe has sort of been unspooling lately.
Interesting.
It's
How so?
I don't know how. I don't know why. But every morning Lucilia goes to wake her up and I see in her room
Oh shoot, hold on. Give it a moment. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on with my computer, guys.
going on with her.
Oh, there we go.
It's not great.
Hold on. I'm so sorry. Could you repeat that?
Yeah, of course. I don't know why she's been unspooling, but it's been quite dramatic. I I get a glimpse into her dorm room every morning when Lucilia wakes her up, and she's got notes everywhere, boards covered in
Oh.
papers and string everywhere. One time I was able to sneak in, and she just had a piece of paper with mine, Summers, and Darian's names on it over and over again.
Oh, interesting.
She's kind of losing it.
Interesting. He kind of nods at that, and he seems actually rather satisfactory with what you've given him. He's gonna make a quick insight check. You're telling the truth, correct?
Yeah, she's telling like two truths and a lie. She's not telling what is on the papers about her.
Oh, god damn it.
The point is to get across how much she has on them now.
Just for reference, I need you to roll me a deception check, and he's going to roll an insight check to
Absolutely.
I think his is pretty high too. Alright, we'll see if this works.
Does social navigation count as proficiency with this?
Oh, no! I would not say that. Because this is not social navigation, this is, trading information.
Lying to his face.
Yes. Uh-oh. Unless you got a natural 20. That's the first natural 20 I rolled, I think.
Nice.
Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm
That's an
so
11.
sorry, buddy.
Okay, so can I tell you what she is being dishonest about?
Yes.
She is not explaining truthfully what is on the papers about herself, Summer, and Darian. What she said was like it's kind of like she's written our names on it over and over again, which is to get across like how intense it is, but she's not giving him what information she has on them.
Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely easy. I will say, and this is as you explain this, you can immediately see his face shift. He's mostly been lax and pretty, like, open to everything, very kind. Well, I wouldn't say kind. Very friendly and personable. But as you continue to go on with this information, his face drops. And it's a slow drop. And then he looks at you with these piercing yellow eyes with black slits and goes, "Lady Valio, in all due respect, I dislike dishonesty."
Well, I'm not going to tell you what's on those papers.
So all I know is the rumor of she might be going crazy and nothing else?
She might be going crazy. That's the gist of it.
Why do you think that?
I think that because she's making very weird connections on a conspiracy board in her dorm.
Like what?
Goodness. I'd rather not tell you this, but fine. She thinks Summer is cheating on her. Again.
He's silent for a moment, and he nods a little bit. Are you sure?
I think so. Again, I wish I could just show you one of these papers because it's not very clear.
Of course, of course. I'm sure that's all you could manage. In return, I'll see what I could manage.
Very fair.
He gets up rather unceremoniously. And I do request, Lady Valio, next time I come here bearing my own truths for information, it would be keen for you to do the same.
Fine, I'll do my research next time.
He scoffs at that, and you can tell he does not believe you, as he bows and leaves.
Alright. Hell yeah.
A+ social interaction!
Hell yeah.
I'm just curious, how come even though I was being deceptive, I was never asked to roll for deception.
Let's just say he already knows some things.
I
won't- that's-
gang!
That's all I'll say to that. And also, he was also very vague with his information that he was giving you.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, to be fair, the information you gave him, not great.
Okay, fair enough.
But especially with, I would say, with Veggie specifically, she's asking for a lot.
Yeah.
You want rumors on your fiance. She wants to find out about somebody she doesn't even know.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I guess it checks out if I'm asking for rumors about Summer
Yeah.
and Veggie's like, yeah, she's going crazy on a conspiracy board. Like, it's...
yeah. It definitely makes sense. But I would say, with that being said, Edge, I don't know if you cut out when I was asking, but was there anything else you wanted to do?
I was going to look in the library for books about summoning rituals and blood magic.
Ooh, yeah, we can do that.
Ooh.
Let's do that right now. So, I would say this kind of takes place within your, lunch hours as well, if that's okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a general... Ooh, this wouldn't be perception. Give me a general intelligence check to see what you find.
Alright, intelligence, that's +1, plus level, so 15.
15. That's pretty good, actually. You actually...
Not bad for a dropout.
Not bad for a dropout. Surprisingly, you don't really know what you're looking for. Aster has actually, like, noticed you and asked if you needed anything. I'm assuming you're being pretty dismissive about it.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to let anybody know that I'm looking for this, because I think the one thing I do remember Professor Jingles saying was that, like, it wasn't a common thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't, like, a great thing, so I doubt that it's, like, a widespread accepted type deal.
Yeah. I will say that, like, you try to, nicely tell Aster, like, oh, it's nothing, don't worry, haha.
I'm just looking around, seeing what I can see.
Aster squints at you and goes, sure. And then she, like slithers back a little bit. And you think you're like, oh, weird, but okay, I'm fine. And then, not long after, you feel, or you notice a large shadow towering over you
Oh god.
as the archivist looms over you and just goes, are you looking for something?
Oh jeez. I'm just looking around.
Aster told me you're looking for something specific.
I don't know why she told you that. I also told her that I was just looking around.
We both know Aster. She can tell when you're looking for something. She's pretty insightful, no thanks to her brother of hers.
Well, I am perhaps looking for something. But I don't know if there's anything about it.
Just lay it on me, what is it?
Oh god, this might be a bad idea.
Yeah,
but
he looks down at you, you feel yourself grow tinier.
Me and my stupid little jester's
You
outfit.
are in your
I don't have
jester's
time
outfit.
to change.
You did not.
Does the library have anything on blood magic summoning rituals?
He looks at you, and then seems very interested as he raises a brow. Oh, I didn't expect a fae to want to learn about that.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, for the most part, you all are very particular in your ways of magic, especially one that is supposed to be dedicated to illusory magic. You all keep
I look down at my clown outfit and then back at him.
Yeah, he also looks at you. He doesn't say anything about your clown outfit, but you can tell he is also kind of pointing at that. But he also goes, in all honesty, fays, especially of your family, usually keep a very clean record, especially in terms of illusionary magic. So, I'm assuming you're just, what, picking up a new hobby?
I am curious about it. One can be curious without partaking.
As you say that, he actually, like, nods and agrees with you. Ah, so just the pursuit of knowledge.
Of course. I have to take advantage of my time to study and gather as much information as I can.
He nods at that as if he understands, and he goes, Aster did say her brother was spreading rumors that you were going to get kicked out to the curb. Yeah, that makes sense.
Excuse me?
Don't worry about it, I'll show you. And he starts walking off.
Huh? Hold on, I jingle after him.
You do jiggle after him. He doesn't seem very talkative, but he does seem interested in, like, your interest in blood magic and darker magic as he goes. So, with all of this being said, what made you take interest in blood magic of all things?
Perhaps it's the appeal of something so far from me.
Well, we do have some information on that. And you watch as he stops by a shelf of what you can tell are particularly not newer books, but definitely not aged books. And do an investigation check with advantage now.
Alright, investigation with
Yes,
advantage.
please.
And is that intelligence?
Yes,
Or with-
intelligence.
Intelligence? Alright, so with advantage, so that is
Ooh,
21.
21. You can tell, Darian, you look at some of these books. These do have some information about blood magic, but a lot of it is actually, like, not going into the details of blood magic, if that makes sense. They vaguely mention them, especially in wider books that talk about the categories of different kinds of magic fields. Blood magic specifically has been kind of, let's just say they're very vague, because more likely than not, the school especially probably is not encouraging that form of magic.
Yeah.
And you can kind of tell, like, with this selection, it's definitely not all of their selection in blood magic, but this is the safe one.
Alright. Well, it's something at least.
It's something, yeah. I would
I would
recommend...
like to take a mental note of where this section is.
The archivist kind of shrugs and goes, I would recommend still looking over at other schools of magic. I understand the pursuit of knowledge, but as someone who's very interested in magic himself, this one's rather dangerous.
It's a very exciting idea.
I understand that.
You'll have to excuse me, I'm a bit, caught up in the rush of independence.
Independence. He kind of looks at you, takes one of the books about blood magic and kind of flips through the pages before shutting it quickly. I guess that is one way of describing it, sure.
A form of rebellion.
Form of rebellion. Alright, I'll bite. But I will say, this one is rather dangerous. Sometimes you sacrifice more than you're willing, so be aware of that. Though, And he seems like he's actually holding back some information.
Let me see. Shit, can I, like, charm it out of him?
Be a funny little rascal. Do a little dance for him.
I don't think it'll help for him.
Yeah, he hates public displays.
I'm gonna use my customer service skill.
Okay.
And brown nose a bit. Of course, with all your studying, I'm sure you already know far more than I do.
Oh yeah, you brown nose pretty good. Roll charisma with advantage, buddy.
Charisma advantage?
Yeah.
Alright, let me... 24.
24? Okay. This man's, like, really stoic. Like, super fucking stoic. And this man usually does not shift to any expression past, apathy and disgust. But as you kind of, like, say that, oh, you know quite a bit, he kind of, like, rubs his nose a little bit. He's like, well, I do enjoy the pursuit of knowledge. It is very, it is a fascinating, it's quite fascinating. What were you looking for exactly?
I was curious on what it takes to summon and manifest creatures and just how that comes about. Isn't it rather interesting that how do you even discover that? How does that even start?
He thinks on that. Actually, summoning creatures through blood is not uncommon, but that's actually something that's not been recorded often, mostly because of, well, how risky it is. He kind of thinks for a moment and he goes, so you're considering specifically blood creatures? Huh. Well, I might have a book for that.
Wonderful.
Though I would recommend not showing it to many people.
Oh,
Maybe
of course
keep
not.
it for a week or so, and then I recommend you return this to me as soon as possible.
Oh, absolutely, in perfect condition.
Of course. And you follow him deeper downstairs. You've actually never been to this part, but Phoebe has, where there's a lot of aged tomes and aged books, some of them completely illiterate with how much they've faded and how much the pages have crumbled over time. You can't help but feel whatever knowledge that you're about to have here, maybe it was something you were never supposed to really have. But regardless, right? Oopsies!
Somebody decided to drag me into this, so blame Papa.
You are father now. But as you kind of follow him through, he pulls out a rather thick tome, like pretty thick, pretty hefty. Not outrageously hefty, but it's a clear like 400, 500 page book. Not too big though as you kind of look at it, the copy is rather small, and you're almost kind of disgusted to find that, man, there's some weird brown stains on here. But he hands that to you and he goes, I'd say be careful. The pages of that are very aged and can tear easily. I don't usually give these to students, but because you're Phoebe's roommate, I wouldn't say I trust you more, but I'm willing to at least extend some trust to the people around her.
I hope to be able to earn your trust myself.
Yes, just remember to
cause no trouble on my own.
Of course, just remember to keep that information between us, though.
Not a soul.
Yeah. There's some things I've already shared that I really shouldn't. As he kind of scratches his chin a little bit, like, the laptop, But he goes, but you, and rather Phoebe specifically, have been one of the few to have actual interest in, well, closer to forgotten arts.
Forgotten?
I wouldn't say forgotten specifically, but they're ancient. A lot of things are not understood, and rather, he gestures to your book, some are wildly dangerous. That is a form of magic that people, well, rather, sometimes, let's just say that some casters bargain more than what they can give, and they pay dearly for that. So that is definitely a spell form that is very risky, especially with creatures that rely on blood magic. let's just say that even if you have a pact with a creature, they can only be honest to a certain degree. And at the end of the day, their interests lie with their own or to higher up powers that they serve. So I highly wouldn't recommend dealing any deals with creatures that rely on blood.
Of course. I would never.
He nods at that. He's not as insightful as Solace, so he just nods at that and just goes, yes. I haven't really met any creatures that actually have done blood magic or have any interest in it, even through all of my research and even time before the school. But, well, I won't fault you for being curious. Just be careful.
Of course.
Right.
Like, Darian looks a little nauseous at this point.
Either the archivist does not care or he does not notice.
Yeah, I figured. You said something just now. The creature has to be willing to be part of the blood magic. It's not summoned by it.
Yes. Usually, from what I can recall, and I could be wrong, creatures that rely on blood magic need to either agree to a pact or be under strict orders of higher ups or their masters specifically. I would say, well, for the most part, a lot of blood creatures run solely on instinct, only on what would basically, push their own goals and interests and pure instinct, and they mostly rely on that as well. So I highly doubt you could ever really get a creature to help you unless you have something to trade it in return. They're a very trade-based kind of creature. They're fair, but because some can be, well, he makes a little bit of a face at that. Some can be fae-based, and if you know hags, they're very particular on the way they make deals.
Of course.
I don't know if you would know more than that than I would, wouldn't you, since you're fae yourself?
My parents kept me on a strict studying schedule, very much just focused on illusionary.
I heard the Fae world itself is a very polarizing world, so I can't say I'm too surprised by that. It's just, well, yeah. He kind of thinks for a moment, just cringes a little bit, and goes, well, I don't think you should have to worry about that, though, because I don't think there's any blood magic creatures around here.
Of course.
He just kind of like looks at you. Please be careful about sweating on that book.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I mean, I understand the whole sweating thing, but
Sorry, it's a
no,
warm costume and we're indoors.
No,
and,
of course I understand.
I didn't have time just because lunch
No.
break like short enough.
Yeah,
I never have time to change, and it's embarrassing. I know.
I understand, but just letting you know, a lot of oils that we produce are actually the main reason why a lot of these tomes are degrading. They are not made for it.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
That's interesting.
yeah, yes, of course. I actually find that fascinating as well. He's nerding off, this motherfucker.
That's fascinating. That's really fascinating.
Right, of course. Well, if you rub, like, for example, if you rub your thumb into a piece of paper, you will find that it yellows, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, every
So,
time.
the same thing, when so many people have touched a tome or a piece of paper so many times, it collects those oils and starts degrading the paper.
Oh, of course.
That's why, as you can see here, like, this man's just nerding the fuck out. Like, learning in, like, books, tomes, information, that is his hyperfixation.
Words, even.
This is the most that man has ever talked to you, by the way. My autistic husband. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
God.
But yeah, he'll go off a little bit before he catches himself, and he just clears his throat like, lunch is ending soon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I have tailoring class. I should
Oh yeah, okay.
I should I'll run this to my dorm
Mm-hmm.
so that it doesn't have to sit in my bag.
That would be preferred. Please do not
And
keep it in
I
your
will
bag.
Keep it in my room
Yeah.
with my other tomes and make sure that it's treated very gently.
Keep it away from sunlight too.
I will keep it away from sunlight.
That too.
I will
And any
my desk.
liquids. That's good.
There are no liquids in my desk.
Okay.
Darian like glances down at like the little mist clouds that follow him. He's like,
yeah.
Don't worry, those are fine. They are not as damp as they look.
I was actually wondering about that, because that could damage this place greatly.
Only if I get catastrophically upset.
Oh. And you pause this for a
And
moment. You kind of seem that way all the time, though.
No, this is my normal state. If
Okay.
it suddenly got noticeably catastrophically worse,
Okay.
I'm used to this level of upset. These are mostly for the aesthetic, and they aren't completely functional clouds.
You start talking about your feelings, and he's like, once again, kind of like,
He just
okay.
completely zones
You-
out.
you
We
literally-
stop talking about books. He does not give a shit about
No,
me.
literally, like, it's not even like I'm being rude. It's I don't know how to respond to this. Okay.
Halfway through my ramble, I kind of realized that. I'm like, so I'll put this in my desk, out of sunlight, away
Okay.
from humidity, and no one else
Yeah.
touch it.
Okay, yeah. That is all I requested
I
you.
will return it within the week directly to you, not to anyone else.
That would be preferred, yes. Not to Aster, not to Lady Valio, who has been working here, not to any other library staff, just to me.
Maybe I will pass it along to Phoebe, and
Please
she can.
don't.
Does she not?
We already have enough
Here?
secrets. I don't
can just
want her getting
turn
mixed up
something
in something that she would possibly have her
I see.
reputation hurt over. No offense to you, but you are asking for this. I would like to
Oh.
look after Lady Starfall's reputation, I guess.
I see.
What? He kind of like pauses for a moment. Yeah,
Of course.
yeah.
Some people here still have reputations and dignity.
Yes.
I do not, but some people do.
I'm
I've
not
heard.
saying you don't have that.
We both look at my fucking clown outfit.
You look at this giant orc man who has fucking nerded out about books. He can't say shit. But yeah, I'm assuming you two like depart very awkwardly.
I give him like a little nod, and then I jingle my way out of the fucking library.
Yeah, he's there just kind of awkward, just like not muttering to himself, but he's like, okay, bye. Like so unenthused, like he's shut off.
My god. I would like to run the book back to my dorm
Yeah.
and put it in a drawer as promised.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And just for a moment, like I'm holding it, and I just hold the Tamagotchi.
Mm-hmm. Just holding.
I
your
glanced
Tamagotchi.
out my dorm window at the forest for a moment,
Yeah. You wanna
but I have
do-
tailoring classes, so I can't dwell on that.
That's fair. You want to do a quick perception check for me?
Is that intelligence or wisdom?
Wisdom.
Wisdom? Cool.
Yes, sir.
I have a 24.
24. Oh, you don't see anything.
Thank God. God, yeah, so, I'm gonna go focus on my tailoring, and then I'll study that in the evening.
Let's go. Okay, sure. As you kind of slip away, real quick, Maddie, are you gonna try to look for Summer's door during lunch or after classes?
That is so fun. How much time do I have during lunch?
I would say during this time you have a good amount. Like, thinking that this is happening at the same time that Cam is looking for this blood magic book.
Yeah, okay, so I guess my agenda could be I'm looking for it during lunch, and if I know where it is, I can go after class and use invisibility. So, yeah, I would be looking for Summer's Dorm.
Okay, make a general investigation, which would be, I would say, a intelligence, to see if you can navigate where Summer's door might be.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! I'm 13!
13! I'm so sorry, Maddie.
Yeah.
It is really hard to navigate through these fucking dorms.
Okay. But I know it's on the second floor.
Actually on the higher floors.
Oh, there's more than 2 floors.
Yes, there are a good amount of floors. You just know that, like, the lower class you are, the lower floor you live on.
So I gotta go to the top floor.
Yes, more likely than not, he is at a top floor dorm. However, you can't really tell where his dorm might be because a lot of them look identical. More likely than not, you're going to have to do a more thorough investigation. And
Are there? Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna be like, is there staff here?
There are, but I wouldn't say they would know where Summer's dorm would be specifically. They are more staff in terms of they are doing laundry, they do, change out sheets, cleans out rooms, stuff like that. More in so of like Lucilia's, but Lucilia is more tailored to y'all. So unless you can find Summer's personal dorm servant, then you probably won't get any information out of them.
Okay, and the dorms are empty because everyone's at class or lunch.
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. Some people eat in their dorms, some people don't.
Shit. Okay. Well, I at least know that he's probably on the top floor.
Yes.
So.
Yep. You're making progress.
Making progress.
Making my way downtown.
I guess in that case, if I cannot work on investigating Summer, I could. Oh my gosh. My objective is still trying to figure out how to get out of here. So and like learning more about the world. So I'm thinking, okay, I didn't get much from Solus. I don't know where Summer is. Shit, who would I be suspicious of next in game? Probably the school. Probably the institution. So,
the entire school.
The fuck, yeah, literally the institution. Do I know any of the staff offices of, like, the dean? Or, like...
Ooh, that's a good question. I would not say so, but you might be able to ask somebody where they might direct you to, specifically other professors, maybe.
Okay.
But I would say since you haven't really interacted with staff that aren't students, then not so much. Because I think the only person you guys have, like, really put a name to a face is the High Court Fae, who's not even really staff. He's just there. And then Professor Jingles, but both are related to Edge.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you know what? Yeah, got you. I guess I'm gonna eat my lunch by myself like some angsty little teenager by the forest. I'm gonna go to the woods.
You're gonna go to the woods?
I don't care.
You're going to the woods?
Not necessarily inside, but like oh, you want me to go inside first? I can go inside.
Off to you.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
What were you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little picnic and I'm gonna hang out by the woods.
Sure.
And I think I might peep in.
Alright, give me a perception check.
Alright. Roll d20 plus, what is that modifier?
Perception or wisdom.
Yay!
So it's wisdom plus level.
Yay! 20!
20! Pretty good. Where exactly in the woods are you kind of taking your little lunchy poo?
Like, are you talking about how deep or like nearby the woods?
Nearby the woods.
Probably around the field where we last fought the Maddox. So like I'm
Okay.
kind of investigating.
Okay, so
maybe,
more of
like,
the field area.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. You kind of sit there, and luckily there are like a few people passing because the field area is pretty busy, or at least has some decent traffic because people come in and out, eat there sometimes, or train there. So it's not uncommon to see people. But as you kind of wander through nearby the forest, being your little angsty teen self, I don't know, chomping on a muffin, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're having your little angsty teen moment. But regardless, you look through and you don't really see anything too interesting, but you can't help but notice some small things. Around the area you guys were walking, and I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. My Wi-Fi killed itself again. I am just going to continue to describe things and hope that things get better. Oh,
You cut out the second that
I
like you
knew.
look into the woods.
no, you're fine. It's all right. I saw it and my Wi-Fi cut out, and I'm like, I knew this would happen. I knew. I just knew in my heart of hearts. But yeah, okay, yeah, the woods got me, guys. This entire time, Othros was actually coming after me. He cut my Wi-Fi and fucking bonked me on the head.
Yeah.
So I would say, where did I cut out?
Literally, like the second, like you look into the woods, and then I couldn't.
Okay.
You didn't say anything about
Man.
what I saw.
That's where I cut out. Okay, yeah, no worries. So you look into the woods, and at first you don't seem to notice anything. This is around the area where you battled Maddox. While you didn't go into the woods themselves, you were close by it. And as you look closer, you find some curious things. For one, you find a few dead messenger pigeons. There's not a lot, maybe 1, 2, or 3, but it's just kind of odd that they're all in the same area. And you've never seen these carrier pigeons have any issues before, but you are very aware that these are the carrier pigeons that you've seen around. And on top of that, you see, weirdly enough, a slipper.
Oh.
Just a shoe, just a little slipper.
Okay, can I tell if the carrier pigeons still have messages attached?
No, but they do have like a little whatchamacall. They have like a little, I wouldn't call them package, but little things to help them carry the messages. They don't have an actual message to carry.
Okay. I'll be a little silly with it. I would like to go in the woods to closer inspect the pigeons in the slipper.
Yeah, give me an investigation check, which is a intelligence.
Okay. Roll d20 plus my level in intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Was it a 4? So a 9. To be fair, you're not very well adversed in any like actual whatchamacall, animal anatomy, I guess is one to call it, and it's kind of hard to tell what it's about. Sadly, I'm trying to think of what you guys would see for the funnies. I'm waiting for this Wi-Fi to come back. I don't know if you guys can. Uh-oh! Look at that. Hello!
Hello.
Hi. Once again, my Wi-Fi's trying to kill me. Alright.
They don't want you to talk about the woods.
They don't want me to talk about the woods, bestie. No. What did I leave off on?
I rolled a 9, you're like,
and then I died.
yeah.
The birds came after me. But yeah, I would say with a 9, you can't really tell as much. You're not very well versed in animal anatomy, so that's something you kind of struggle on. But weirdly enough, I will say there are patches of feathers kind of, I wouldn't call them glued onto each other, but they seem almost stuck onto each other. Some parts of them melted off, almost as if it was glue ripping off from them, I guess is one way to describe it. The best thing I can say is throughout all of this confusion, the best thing you can kind of tell with this is something was melded together and now it's not.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Crazy.
What about the shoe?
The shoe's just normal. It's very plain, weirdly enough, but it's normal. It's a normal ass shoe.
And there's no second shoe, just the one?
Just the one, bestie.
Okay, weird how, like, it seems like something was ripped off these pigeons.
Crazy.
Are they obviously Martha's?
No, well, the pigeons, yes. She's the only one that uses carrier pigeons, or has the service for carrier pigeons.
I guess it would probably be best to retrieve the bodies and at least tell Martha what happens.
Sure. I don't know if you want to pick up dead, melted pigeons, though.
That's true.
That, I won't lie, probably not the best. I think, seeing these little gross-ass decomposed pigeons, you probably can't pick them up in one piece, bestie.
Okay.
Phoebe's
Okay.
hungry. You know who else is
Nom
hungry?
nom. Coochie Pachi snack.
Kuchibachi didn't eat! Oh my god, crazy!
Okay, I guess I would linger in the forest a little bit. Am I allowed to deeper perceive?
That's all, sadly.
That's all?
Mhm.
That's all? Okay. Alright, the forest isn't gonna test me today.
At least not that you're aware of. Maybe that's hinting at something.
I look around and I'm just kind of like, I don't trust you. And I'm not even saying it to anybody. I'm just like, I don't trust you.
Why?
I'm watching you.
Whoa.
As I kind of like back out of the woods.
Okay, yeah. You back out of the woods. Did you leave the slipper there as well?
I should grab the slipper, honestly. I should
do,
grab the slipper.
do you want the little slipper?
Give me that shoe.
Give you that shoe. All right, yeah. You take the slipper.
Okay.
I'm assuming like you shove it in your bag or something.
Yeah.
Sure
Yeah.
thing. No worries at all. Yeah, you take that shoe, shove it in your bag, and you are so fine, bestie. You're so
Nothing
good
weird
at this.
happened.
Nothing weird ever happens to the Kennedys. But yeah, you take off that shoe and take off, not having noticed anything else, weirdly enough. Despite the weird like animal carcass thing, you didn't feel any weird vibes. At least not that you're aware of.
I'll miss you, Forrest.
Yeah.
Alright.
Blow to kiss.
Yeah, of course. I'll wave. Little like staring type of gesture.
Mhm.
And yeah, I finished my lunch.
There we go. Yeah. Just to go down the list, Veggie, was there anything you wanted to do?
Nope. Aside from that, that was mostly it.
Slay. Edge, besides the tailoring gig you have, was there anything else?
Has Kuchipachi beeped to be fed
Nope. Not really.
other than like the normal? Okay.
No, he's actually been pretty decently fine. Weirdly enough, since you had given him that one weird squirrel and, you know, summoned him out, he's been fine. He's just, it's almost as if what happened the other night never happened at all. Or basically, all of this weird shit never happened at all. He seems completely normal. He plays your mini games. He does the little silly stuff. You can catch your fruits in the basket, whatever.
All right.
But that's all you can really tell for now. How long that'll last, you don't know.
I'll take what I can get.
You gotta take your rare W's.
My rare Darien W's.
Darian does not get any of those. But I will say, with my Wi-Fi being fucky wucky, would you mind if we ended there tonight?
Yeah.
I have more
I'm alright with
planned
that.
out, but because of how fucky my Wi-Fi is, I don't trust to keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Cause
Yeah, that's valid.
it
And we
cuts
started
out.
late too, so.
Yeah, it just cuts out so bad. It's like, oh, fun. I don't know if it's gonna pop up in the recordings, but you're just gonna hear everything go silent on my end, and I just go, ah, shit. Because it's like, well, I'm the DM. Y'all are supposed to respond to me. So why isn't anybody responding to me?
Oh.
You're lonely now.
I don't know if it's that. It's my 13th reason, dog. I can't play my goddamn fucking stupid dumb D&D. Everybody is so mean to me.
Can't
the
even
music
have
change?
an argument.
I honestly
with the
don't
snake.
know why. I probably had it on a playlist. Let's play something better. There we go. Because nothing mysterious happened.
Yeah, what a very normal session.
Very
Yeah.
normal, shockingly. The
I
most
mean,
normal
extremely
session I think
normal.
we've ever had.
To be fair, you guys, like, for the first few sessions, you had it pretty normal. And then it just hit, like, 5 and 6, I think, happened.
Yeah.
And then finally, like, we can get back into y'all doing your social encounters, and talking to people and doing shit again. Thiessen does want to grab... I had plans. Thiessen was gonna grab you 3 and start jerking you around again.
Yeah.
Can't believe Peace is gonna jerk me off.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
Frowns.
Oh my god, my fiance is fucking cheating on me with my friends.
Hey, you can join the club.
That's horrible. You know who would never cheat? Oathros. Because he was a responsible father.
Yeah, yeah. So about that whole deal with higher powers thing.
What's wrong?
I'd say I feel like we need to talk about it, but I don't want to talk to him.
Oh, you can talk to him. It's fine. Just
I
go
don't
into
think
the
I want
forest.
to talk to him.
You can go into
Yeah,
the forest and
let's
have
go
a
to the
Yeah,
forest.
you all
I
should go
don't-
into the forest and have a
I
conversation.
don't think I
with
should
him.
go into the forest for my custody disputes.
You know he's very willing to talk about the custody disputes.
I know he's very willing to talk about a lot of things.
I want to go in the forest.
You want to go into the forest so bad, bestie? You're so normal.
God.
You're so forest pilled.
I'm so forest filled. I'm
forest pilled.
I'm
Mystery
horror
maxing.
maxing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, that's the hope, that's the prayer, with everything that we're putting together. But at least now, you guys can pretend to be normal until something horrible happens again.
Yeah.
And my
I
brother's
still-
alive.
Yay! Max okay, he's in love with Martha.
And he doesn't remember anything!
He's a silly
He's-
little guy
he
with a
just had his-
crush.
Yeah, he's just hysterical. He had psychosis.
It's
I'm so glad I didn't let a creature eat him.
You know, you could have.
I could
It
have.
would have been funny.
It would have been so funny.
It would have been funny, but I would have felt bad.
No. What? No. No. It's fine. You should let him try.
I think he should.
I'd also like to think some of the burnt hair was from Kuchipachi's acid spit.
Oh no, for sure. Like his
yeah.
clothes were fucked up a bit, and it's like, hey, there aren't even like scorch marks at these holes. Like,
Yeah, motherfucker's thinking, wow, my brother's so weird with his magic. He, like, flamed up my hair. But weirdly enough, most of my clothes untouched.
God.
So he either aimed for my head to actually kill me, or he was very meticulous. How kind.
Christ.
Am I allowed to ask who's in book club besides Martha and Maddox?
No.
I'm gonna go.
Is it just them?
It's the
Dot,
rule
dot,
for book
dot.
club is you can only go in there if your name starts with an M.
He wants to go to book club.
Oh, now Fresh's computer is working.
What?
God.
Wait, what?
Never mind. I was incorrect.
You
so
were not
sorry.
correct.
I'm so sorry, bestie.
He wants to go to book club with me, Smiles.
Smiles?
I want to go to book
I
club
don't
with
think I
you.
should go to Smut Book Club where my brother is.
What's
Yeah, that might not be the best. To be fair,
I want him to be free to talk about hand holding.
Maddox is not very much a smut person. One person makes the recommendations for the books. You can imagine who.
I love that. Slay.
We need a
Martha's
girl
great taste.
boss. Girl is a little bit delulu.
If only I had my books from Earth and being like, you should definitely read Fourth Wing. Martha.
Oh my god, unironically, she would love Fourth Wing. No! I'm sorry, but she's the kind of girly who thinks, like, bad fiction is, like, peak, but unironically, like, she would devour book talk.
Oh.
Me and Tilly talked about this a little bit, but, we basically said that Martha was an ace freak.
What?
I love that.
Yeah. Where she has no interest in sex in real life, but will read so much smut.
That's so real. Honestly.
She's
Good
a
for
little bit
her.
of a freak.
Good
And
for
then
her.
Maddox is openly sexual, but he is very stupidly poetic about everything and is a weird shy virgin about everything.
Oh.
I love it.
So, like, him thinking that hand-holding was scandalous, that was not ironic. He is legitimately so scared to
It's
be
not
touched by a
even
woman.
bit.
I
Oh,
dabbed
no.
him up.
You dabbed him up. You did. You did. That's true. But that is the dynamic I have with the two, which I think is funny.
Hell yeah.
I think it's very funny.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Love and peace. Let's just say Martha's just Ro.
Yeah,
I love it.
I was trying not to say it, but
Martha,
yeah.
Martha is a Ro core. Ro inspired. I'm not saying they are one-to-one, but personality-wise, definitely very similar.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But that is the plan that I have for them, and nothing ever will nothing bad will ever happen. I kept tripping over my goddamn fucking words with that, which is so strange because it's the truth.
I don't like the foreshadowing with those pigeons being mauled.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's fine. I think we're Gucci.
Okay.
Yeah. What are you talking about? You're crazy, Maddie. You're crazy.
Why am I being gaslit?
You're actually insane. That never happened. I would never do that to y'all.
I don't know. Hope she explodes. Who cares?
I mean, careful what you wish for. Considering those pigeons were mauled, who knows?
Fly into a glass window and that'll be it.
That's what happens. Martha flies into a glass window and explodes.
She does that while trying to confess her love to Summer.
Dear God, wouldn't that be so funny though?
That poor girl.
She's silly. I like Martha.
She's fun. She's
I
really
love
silly.
her.
She's a fun character.
I want to make the best dress for her.
Too bad it's for summer.
I want her to get better taste.
No, she
Maddox-
can take him.
Maddox is praying so hard that she gets better taste.
God. We all are.
I mean, be careful what he wishes for. If she gets better taste, she's not going for him.
Reasonably, marginally better taste.
So funny, Veggie.
Not too good. We need him to have a fighting chance.
She needs to have a little bit better, not a lot better, but a little bit better. She needs to like the scummy noble to some degree.
Take it to the left a little bit, Martha.
Man, I can't believe she's going for the right-wing conservative men.
Ugh.
No.
Would Summer be like
How
into
does Vatic own the libs?
Hmm?
Would Summer be into like those like reactionary podcasts by men of like a Sigma Alpha
No.
type shit?
He would not. Genuinely, he would not be interested in that. He genuinely would find it loud and annoying. Like,
Honestly,
I don't... I'm in between, but I don't think that Summer's wildly misogynistic. I wouldn't say he's a feminist, but I don't think he goes out of his way to be like, women have to be this way. But he is not exactly the best person to, like, viewing other people, period. So I'm not saying he's equal rights. He's, well, everybody else is below me anyways.
God.
So,
Equal opportunity.
yeah,
sucks.
equal. He hates everybody equally, save for a specific few. So let's not say that, like, Summer W, because it's not.
I think it's a Summer W.
It should not be. That man is not good to other people.
Yeah, that's what's so awesome about him.
Man thinks he's entitled to so much.
I
just need to tell you
cannot
that.
wait to break into his dorm.
God.
You're gonna see the Phoebe shrine.
The Phoebe, he does not. That's no. I don't think I'm like mentally able to comprehend what his dorm looks like.
Not yet, at least. I'm liking the whole, like, I'm really trying hard to find his dorm, and I am so sad to be like, these dorms are weirdly complicated, because I don't know if you've been in a dorm before, Maddie.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, they are impossible to navigate for just how samesies they are.
Yeah.
The back rooms.
It literally is. Like, I hate them, and there's, like, apartments built like them, too. Like, dorm rooms and apartment halls, like, are very similar. I could never, like, legitimately despise the thought of living in a large hallway with just doors. That legitimately freaks me out. But yeah. Anyways, we're living in a duplex.
Yay!
Yay!
I would rather die than have an indoor apartment.
God.
But yeah. I'm
gonna hop out because I have work in the morning.
I was about to say, I'm gonna stop the recording. Everybody say bye to Tilly.
Bye, Tilly.
Bye, Tilly.